My name is Dr. K.O.A. Kweku Onyanyasare. I'm a lecturer, I'm a professor. I'm in 4 universities, 1 in Ghana, 1 in South Africa, and 2 in the UK. I'm currently speaking to you from London in the UK, and it's a joy to have all of you here. In the next couple of hours, whatever you plan to do this year is gone. It's gone, it's gone, it's gone. In the next few hours, the dreams, the aspirations, the dots that you wanted to connect are gone. At the beginning of this year, a lot of people made promises to themselves. They said 2024 was going to become the best year ever. And this and that and this. Now, research shows that by 14th of January, people have forgotten their dreams. And you know, for some reason, we always think that next year will be better. Have you observed that? For some reason, it's like God must by force make tomorrow's sun be bluer and today's sun be what it is. Like for some reason, there must by force be greater times coming in our life simply because we have entered a new year. It's not true. It's not true. Sometimes it's even worse. In fact, from 2019 to 2020, the COVID-19 made so many lives worse. Even though people were praying and hoping that we are going to get 2020. You get a point? We are going to have 2020, and so things will be great. No, nothing was great. So for things to be great, what should we do? You got to make things great. We don't just wake up and live a life of fulfillment. No, you prepare it. You design it. You make it work. Even God, if he wants the world to be at conformity with him, God has to prepare it. He has to make his son die, something he didn't want to happen. He has to make some sacrifices. God has to make sacrifices, mate. And you don't want to make sacrifices. You want him to bless you because we are in a new year. He had to painfully watch his son bleed to death. He was killed naked. And people don't show that in Jesus movies. What's my point? My point is that nothing is going to change next year unless you make it change. Nothing will work unless you make it work. Nothing happens unless you make it happen. And I'm going to show you how you can use the community we have here to make things happen for you. You see, if you tap into the knowledge, the project, and the service that we have in God Backup, things will be greater for you next year. A year today, you will look back and you will be grateful to God for letting you see this and taking an action on it. But if you play the advocate, I don't think this is real, I don't think this is true, I don't think this is for me. If you play that kind of idea, you will realize that you will not be able to do anything. You will struggle most of the time. Because what makes so many people not do great is not because they cannot do things great. It's because they don't think they can do great in things. And so please, I will implore you to take the action that I'm about to give to you. You have the choice to do that, but please do it. Do it. What you are going to see. If you have some non-clarity, if you do not understand something, and then I'm begging you to ask your question as we go further. Let's start. The name is God Backup. It started in 1997 in Gatineau, Quebec in Canada. It relocated to the United States and now is seated on a 10,000 data center. What is God Backup? Well, God Backup, for you to appreciate what it is, let me take you a little bit back to 2 things that are happening right now. First, you will see that a lot of people are using mobile phones. Some people have 2 mobile phones like I have here. Now, there are 15 billion smartphones in 2024. 2025, the number of smartphones will increase to 18.22 billion. The number of smartphones are more than the number of human beings on the planet. What are the smartphones used for? Originally, they were made to be making calls, just calling somebody. That's it, nothing else. Now, it started going into people are using it to listen to the audio and video. Do you remember the iPod is gone? The iPod for music player, Walkman, all of them are gone. The mobile phone has generated billions and billions of data. In fact, every single day, 181 zettabytes of data are from the phones and laptops. When I say data, I'm talking about the pictures, the documents, the files, the videos. All of these things are called data. And as long as people are using the phone, this data will be increasing. And right now, they are increasing at a phenomenal rate. So many people don't make calls again. You know what they do? They use the WhatsApp to make most of the calls. It's not easy. And as long as you use the WhatsApp, you are creating data. People are sending you pictures and videos. You see, previously, you have to put your picture in an envelope and send it to somebody. Now, using social media, Instagram, YouTube, video, all of these, you are able to move data. And what people don't know is that you should make income from the data growth. Let me tell you, some people are making income. Okay, there are just about 29 people in the world who are making $134 billion this year alone in the cloud industry. You see, as data is growing, you need to store them. You need to pack them somewhere. Google Drive gives you a space to pack them, but only 15 gig. iCloud gives you a space to pack them, but it's only 5 gig. Now, the cloud industry is growing, and it's growing at a phenomenal rate. Ladies and gentlemen, data is oil. Data is oil. Artificial intelligence is the new electricity in the world. Right now, I'm a professor of artificial intelligence. I teach AI, I teach cloud computing, I teach machine learning, I teach robotic engineering. And next year is crazy. Elon Musk is about to introduce, in fact, he's already done the preview, introduce the latest phone called the Tesla phone. It will make people change their phones. Data will grow at a phenomenal rate because it's connected to the Starlink. Data is growing. It's predicted that by the year 2025, by the year 2030, $472 billion of money will be created by those who are into data. This figure is here. This is how much these guys are making every year as of this year. In just 5 years, the amount to be close to $500 billion. One of the owners of the cloud storage space is the one I work with. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm one of the board of directors of this organization known as God Backup. God Backup, like I said, started long ago in 1997. But just from last year, 2023, they opened the doors, not only for companies, but this time for everyone. Previously, it was more for companies. Now it's for every single person on the planet. What is God Backup? What is it exactly? Why is it flying? Why is it in several countries across the world? Why are a lot of people aware? Why are a lot of people taking advantage of this God Backup? What is really making so many people enjoy this? Well, the first thing I said was the trend. Now, I want you to watch something. There are so many mobile phones now in the world. 88% of you will go back home if you forget your phone. Yesterday, 160 times you looked on your phone screen, yesterday alone. Today, 74% of you looked on your phone in the toilet. You are addicted to the phone. For a good way, you are addicted. What's the first thing you pick up when you wake up from bed? Is the phone. What's the last thing you put down when you go to bed? Is the phone. The phone is everything. It's your TV, it's your radio, it's your internet, it's your banking, it's everything. If that phone is not with you, so many of businesses will collapse. Do you remember the time when WhatsApp was not working for about 6 hours? Instagram was also not working for about 6 hours. Facebook was not. Do you remember that time? It was just a short period of time. Do you know how much money was lost all over the world? $6.7 trillion. Several amounts of income were lost. In 6 hours of WhatsApp, of Instagram, are not working. Data is everything. And that's why you have to protect it. You see, when people have their phone, data is growing, but they don't know data is growing until they realize that they get a memory space full. Or they get Gmail will tell you that your storage is getting full, upgrade. People don't know that data is growing even behind their back. And the moment that happens, that is when the person starts deleting. Why are you deleting? Because now you want a space. No, what if you have an unlimited space? What if your space is unlimited, which is better than, not having an unlimited space? That is why Go Backup is there. Go Backup is helping several people to be able to back up their digital life. But that is not even the main thing. Did you know that every 43 seconds a phone is lost? Every 43 seconds a laptop is lost. The person will tell you, my problem is not even with my device that is lost. My problem is with the data, the information I have. Data is everything. These days, you sign your signature on your phone. You don't need a pen again. Many people are reading documents on their phone. They don't need a pen again. The world is becoming not only technologicalized, the world is becoming artificially intelligent in every way we look at it. So that's the first thing that is happening. Let me tell you the second thing that is happening. Many people are making income using their phone. Now, research shows, according to YouTube and Facebook, if you are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, if you are on any of these and you are not making $1,000 every month, you are in trouble. That's what they've said. According to them, you cannot be on this and not make income. Now, why or under what circumstance can a person make income up to $1,000 for being on YouTube, for being on Facebook, for being on Instagram? A lot of people don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll teach you that here for free on how to take an advantage of your value. Let me explain this. 62% of all American Gen Zs are making income online. Right now, I'm in London. I'm already making income in the US. The stock market is open in Los Angeles. The NASDAQ stock exchange is up. Your phone will be used to do everything. I have a business back in Ghana. I'm running the business with the internet. Let me tell you something. If Schwarzenegger is online, sometimes she does things that are strange, but she is making over $10,000 every month on YouTube. She has over 1 million followers. Kenny Jonas, Glass and Guan, that man has over 1 million followers, making over $15,000. Are you getting the point? He will not be accepted in TV3. He will not be accepted to talk the way he talks in GTV. He will not be allowed to even speak a word in Metro TV. But the advent of the internet, the advent of YouTube, the advent of Facebook, the advent of social media, this is making so many people grow their value. What is value? Value is anything that is useful to the user. Anything. So you don't determine something is not value to you. If somebody says that the juju people are good value for me, he will go and watch their channels. That is why there are so many juju people that are making thousands of dollars every month on social media. They juju. The Al-Qaeda are on social media. And you are not there. You are a lawyer. You're a teacher. You're an accountant. You're a student. You're unemployed. You're a housewife. You're a hairdresser. You're a carpenter. You are not on social media. Why would you make that mistake? Let's say that you are someone who washes the car. You are the washing bay. You wash people's car. Once you learn how to generate value, I'm telling you, people will just go to your YouTube channel. They will just watch the way you are washing the car. At the moment you start washing the car, you give your phone to somebody to just video you. And then you keep teaching people how the car wash actually works. Now, if you don't have a mentor who guide you like we do here, you will realize that you wouldn't even know how to do it. As people begin to watch the way you wash the car, the way you wash the car, the way you wash the car, over time, YouTube will start monetizing you, paying you. You're a lawyer. You only go to the law court. You're a teacher. You only teach in the classroom. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, anything you can do, you can teach. Write it down. Anything you can do, you can teach. Because once you are doing the thing, it means you know the thing. So you can tell somebody, if you're a housewife, you know what makes a housewife. Why don't you put a camera in front of you and detect and explain to the world the significance of a housewife, the parts of a housewife, who a housewife, the challenges of a housewife, the joy of a housewife, the pain of a housewife. Well, the thing is that you have not gotten a mentor who will guide you on how to go through this. We teach you that. But even more importantly, you will use your phone with the project we're about to tell you to generate value. You see, you have value in you. that value can command returns, its own returns. But you need someone to guide you through that. We teach you how to use your phone. Whilst you are backing up your data, you will generate 8 levels of income just listening to the leaders across the world. These are the two things that are happening. One, Go Backup has a digital life of people that is backing up. Two, it is helping so many people to make income using their phone in a very incredible way. It's also teaching people by mentoring them on how they can bring their value to the marketplace. That there is more. Go Backup just reached 148 countries yesterday. As I'm speaking, remember, it started last year, April 2023, and it's already in 148 countries. It started in the US. In April, last year, April, Go Backup was only in the United States of America. In July, it came to Ghana in July. So many people in Ghana were saying that this is not real. Well, the few people who were told about it, these were intelligent people, right? They didn't take it serious. I was the one who took it seriously. And today, the number of people in Africa are 1,017. We have not even reached anywhere. Go Backup is moving at a faster rate I can even imagine. And so many people are getting blessed with it. And I'll show you evidence of that. They just clocked Cuba. Go Backup just reached there. So the rate, what do you think will happen by the end of 2025? Go Backup would have scattered the entire surface of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just approximately 190 countries. Forget about peninsulas and islands. Go Backup is moving at a rate. In fact, Google doesn't even understand why. So what is Go Backup? Well, you know about Dropbox, don't you? You know about iCloud, you know Google Drive. You know, anybody who has an Android phone is already using Google Drive. Okay, what are these for? Well, what they do is that once you are getting data on your phone, they pack the information in the cloud. So the cloud is like an external hard drive in there. They automatically go there. Anytime you have a problem, if your computer crashes, if your phone crashes, if it is stolen, your data is live there. The problem with these other ones is that they have some issue. They have issues. And Go Backup beats them in 14 different ways. And that's what I'm about to show you. Go Backup is so powerful that people who are in iCloud, those using Dropbox, those using Google Drive are running to come and use Go Backup. How do I know that? Because I'm one of them. I've been using Dropbox for 13 years. I was paying $120 for just 2 terabytes. 2 terabytes. I recommended my students to use it. I recommended it to some of my colleague lecturers to use. They were enjoying it. Everybody was using it. I was never paid. I was never paid because it wasn't their character to pay me. But even at the price I was paying was a lot. Right now, if I should use 6 terabytes for that same Dropbox, I will pay $360. But that same 6 terabytes, Go Backup would allow me to pay only $99.97, less than $100. iCloud will give you 5 gig initially. But believe you me, 5 gig is not enough. Many people are aware. Have you seen that even these days, the phones that you use, they don't have memory card slot anymore. Everything is internal. And once it's internal, they will get full immediately. And so you have to go and get a new one. iCloud will give you only 5 gig. Beyond that, you got to pay. If you are getting 6 terabytes, you have to pay a whopping $419.88. That is iCloud. Now, Google Drive will tell you should pay $302. So look at the prices and compare that with Go Backup. Go Backup is the cheapest, and yet you still get 6 terabytes. And you can even share with 6 people. This has never happened before. Now, if you are here and you're probably thinking, but I don't have a lot of files, I don't have pictures. Well, I want you to check something. The day you bought your phone, the number of data that you had was almost nothing. When you compare that with today, how much do you have? Data is growing. You see, sometimes, even if you don't take pictures, people are sending you pictures. If you don't take video, this holiday today, tomorrow, people are going to send you videos upon videos upon videos upon pictures upon pictures. By the time you realize your memory is getting full. If your memory has been full, if your storage space has been full before, type it there. It happens. It happens. Many people's storage space will get full most of the time. Anyway, go back and gives you unlimited information space for you to use on unlimited devices. But that is not all. There's even more. You will have 6 accounts, and you can take your space and share it among the 6 accounts. Let's say you have 5 sisters. You can give each person 1 terabyte of your 6 terabytes and share it. And that is a beautiful thing that one can have with Go Backup. Another thing is that iCloud doesn't even work on Windows. iCloud does not work on Android. It doesn't allow that. You see, one thing about iCloud is that it's very restrictive. Go Backup can work on any iPhone. Go Backup can work on any Android phone. Go Backup can work on any laptop in the world. But you see, iCloud, it can only work on MacBook. It cannot work on Chrome. It cannot work on Windows. It cannot work on Linux. It cannot work on Ubuntu laptop. No. Go Backup is universal. That's what I want to say. Also, Go Backup is automatic. You can automatically set it and forget it. Wherever you are, anywhere in the world, even if you don't have your phone, you can have access to everything on your phone. It clones your phone. It clones it and it puts it in the cloud for you. What about security? You can protect your data. You can encrypt your data. The data security is known as Advanced Encryption Standard. 256 military-grade encryption, patented. The only people that use this kind of thing are Google. Okay? They also use that same power. But also the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency in the United States, they use the same security that we use in Go Backup. The MIS, the Russian Secret Service, they encrypt data. You see, 256 military grade means that you have 256 sequence of numbers before a person can hack into the system. Your data is secured and secure to you and you alone. Not even the owners can have access to your Go Backup. But even more importantly, no one has access to your data. Your data is embedded to you alone. 128 has never been cracked, by the way. Nobody has ever cracked that. So to think about 256 is impossible to crack it. But the data center is in Texas. What if there's earthquake in Texas? What if there's flood, tsunami, typhoon, hurricane? Well, your data is also backed up in third-party data center. So your data is backed in multiple countries, servers. So even if there is Armageddon in the US, your data is secured in multiple places, multiple continents in the world. But there's more. You see, the other services, they don't even allow you to do collaborations. If you take something like, and I'll show you the collaboration in real time for you to appreciate. For example, let's say you don't have Microsoft Office, but you have Go Backup. The moment you open your document in Go Backup, automatically you can have everything more than Microsoft Office. Just like Microsoft Office, but more than that. You can collaborate. That document you have opened, you can collaborate with another person. You can send a link to somebody. The person can have access to the document. He makes edits, you make edits live. You can communicate with the person. You can talk with the person. You can edit pictures, Photoshop. You can take a picture in Choco and then put something behind it as if you took it in London. You can edit videos. All of these are part of the Go Back collaboration, still within the $99.97 a year. But there's more. You can do bulk emailing with Go Backup. If you want to send one email to 100,000 people, let's say clients or customers or students or people around anywhere in the world, and you want to send one message to all of them, like broadcast, you can do that with Go Backup. You can personalize the message in such a way that they don't even know that you sent it to everybody. You see down here, I've done an example. So I sent this message to about 800 people. And then you can see I have said, hello, subscribers, first name. So the artificial intelligence algorithm here will automatically use the first name of everybody. And everybody will receive the message as if it was personally sent to them. So each person will get a message like, hello, Agatha, like, hello, Ankara, like, hello, Patrick, like, hello, Professor Cosby, like, hello, Zola. Every single person will get his personal name like that. All these are free. Oh. I teach students. These students will go and set up this system for company, and they will charge them $20,000, $30,000 for a whole year. And yet, GoBacker gives you this for free. You can even automate some of the emails. So you can write, say, 4 emails and say that I want email number 1 to go to all my clients every Monday at 10 o'clock. But I want email number 4 to go to everybody only on December 31st. So that email will sit down and will only leave your system December 31st every year for 30 years and will be going to the people only on December 31st. It is now your secretary. All these and $100 a year. See, wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it's a secret. Many people see incredible things like this, then they still want to question. You want to question this service. iCloud will never give you even what I've just spoken about on your screen. And yet people are using iCloud. Google Drive will never give you what I've just spoken about on the screen. And yet you've not questioned them. But then if I tell you about how great you can get this service, you begin to question whether this is real. Hosea 4:6, lack of knowledge. My people perish. Anytime you are struggling with something in life, you lack the requisite knowledge. You got to look for the knowledge. The knowledge will help you to uncover everything that you want to cover. But there's another benefit of GoBacker. iCloud doesn't pay you. Google Drive doesn't pay you. Dropbox doesn't pay you. In fact, Netflix doesn't pay you. You pay them. DSTV doesn't pay you. You pay them. Amazon Prime doesn't pay you. You pay them. GoBackup is the only cloud storage in the world that pays you. Upon all that I've spoken about, it still pays you. It will pay you in a way you can't even imagine it. Now, please remember, this payment thing I'm talking about is not by force. You have to do something for them, and they will pay you. But that thing you are going to do for them is something you have already been doing in life. You just don't know. In fact, because you are not being paid for it, you didn't even know that you are already doing it. You do it all the time. I'll show you. But I want to tell you why you might want to be part of the project, the one I'm about to talk about, even though it's not compulsory to be part. You see, you are at the threshold of your promised land right now. In the next few hours, you will enter into your promised land. But before you enter into the promised land, you will have to go through the Red Sea. You've gone through the Red Sea this year already. Okay? You are now at the very edge of entering your promised land. Don't have doubts, because you have seen troubles already in the past. Look at your life today and tell yourself, do I need any extra income? If they call you right now and they tell you that they need $2,000 or $5,000 to do an emergency surgery on your auntie, mother, father, something, do you have something like that? I know you might say that God will never let that happen. Well, sometimes God allows things to happen. He has to allow his own son to go through the situation he has to go through, even when the son didn't want that to happen at some point. Prepare for darker times. Dig your well before you are thirsty. Write it down. Dig your well before you are thirsty. If you are here right now, you are 3 feet down your gold. You are standing on your acre of diamonds. Dark times can happen, dark moment. I have seen professors, when they go on pension, and look at some of them, their pension is about 2004. After 32 years of being a professor. Things are tough. Some people think that tomorrow everything will change, will be better. No. Nothing will change until we change. Nothing gets better until we get better. Sometimes you got to take some drastic actions in your life before things will work. You are in a jungle. I am in a jungle. We are in a jungle. So you cannot depend on that salary alone. If you work more than your boss, you will never make more than your boss unless he's dead. And he's not going to die this year or next 10 years. And so forget it. You want to have something you control. Even though you have a job that does not control you. I have a job. I do my job. I am a doctor. I'm a professor. But I cannot depend on that. Because if I die today, my family will not be giving my salary. But this project is personal. It's mine. I choose to do, I choose not to do. If I die today, everything I'm earning every month will go to my family. Every month will go to my family. Every month. Wisdom is the ability to see the obvious, even when it's a secret. And I know sometimes what some people think that money is not everything. But everything revolves around income. I'm telling you, even your spirituality revolves around income. Your job revolves around income. Your food you eat, your place to lay your head is around income. That's why we go to work. Don't say that it's all vanity upon vanity. Never say that word. Because the guy who said that is King Solomon. By the time he said that, he was a trillionaire. He was a trillionaire. He was not a billionaire. You are not a thousandaire. And you're saying that understand the principles of life. Money is not evil. If you are evil, say, I'm evil, so I don't need income. Because what money does is that it enhances your inner character. If you are evil, money will make you worse. But if you are good already, there are some people who are good. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and other people, they get billions, they give it out. They have good heart. You see, the knife is good for preparing stew. You use it to cut onions and tomatoes. But that same knife, somebody can annoy you, you can kill the person behind you with a knife. Does that mean the knife is evil? No, you are evil. You are evil. Even the mobile phone in your hand, there's nothing wrong with it. But then somebody can annoy you. You can use the mobile phone to hit the person will die. The car you drive, you can drive it recklessly. That car will hit someone. The person will die. Is a car evil? So the same way money on its own is not evil. But the love of it, of course, is evil. Because once you replace that love with God, it becomes a God of it. But that is the same thing with everything. You can love your wife or your husband too much that you even forget God. That is still evil. You can love your job so much that you forget everything. That is still evil. You can love football so much that football becomes your God. That is still evil. You can love food. It will still become your God, which is evil. So have an understanding. Until what you know becomes what you do, you don't know anything. The wisest man who lived, King Solomon, who also was the wealthiest man, if he was alive today, he would be a trillionaire. He said that poverty is a sin. Because that's chapter 7. So have something you control. And ladies and gentlemen, please understand that God wants you to have a business. I'm telling you, God wants you to have a business. Genesis chapter 13, verse 2. You will see. Abraham was an animal husbandry and he became wealthy as a result of that. Check the lives of the Israelites. Every one of them, every one of God's people were businessmen. Abraham was a businessman. Isaac was a businessman. Jacob was a businessman. Joseph was the minister of agriculture in Egypt, the prime minister in Egypt. Joseph was a businessman. King David was a businessman. His income was $980 billion, King David. That's why he wanted to build that temple for God. And God said, no, King Solomon will do it. King Solomon was a trillionaire, the first trillionaire. He was a businessman. He was dealing with the kings of Arabia and Mesopotamia. He didn't ask God to give him money. He only asked God for knowledge and wisdom. But God didn't give him money, but he gave him knowledge and wisdom. And then he used that knowledge and wisdom and generated business from that. And he became the king of Solomon. What's my point? Read a book called The Jewish Phenomenon by Lapin, Jewish Phenomenon. The Jews are from the Israelites. The Jews make up 2% of the US population. They control 47% of the wealth in America. Why? Because business was for the Israelites. The moment they left Egypt, the rest is for them to own a land. In Exodus, they were told never to give that land to anybody, never sell it, own it. That is why the Lebanese in Africa are so business-minded. Even if a Lebanese has got a master's degree, he will still run a business in his father's backyard. Go to Cantonment, go to other places in Ghana. The Lebanese are controlling businesses. The Lebanese are the friends of the Jews. The Jews are from the descendants of the Israelites. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a different topic. The knowledge you will get here will elevate your mental consciousness for you to understand that business is from God. The word employee comes from the Latin word slavery. So don't say, I'm not saying you shouldn't be an employee. Be an employee, but don't define yourself to be an employee for the rest of your life. It's inimical to the dictates of even Godship. Now, let me show you how you can be part of God Backup. The first thing you want to do is to get a service for yourself. Use it. Okay? Install it on your phone, install it on your laptop. It will back up everything automatically. We teach you how to do this. There are videos on that. The next thing is not for you to go and lecture anybody. You see, because you are starting and you're a beginner, yours is to bring the people to us every day. We will talk to them, 12 o'clock every day. Then on Wednesdays in the evening, we do meetings. On Fridays in the late afternoon, we do meetings. On Sundays at 8 p.m. GMT, we do meetings. Yours is to bring your friends, your families, your co-workers. Tell them this. Please don't go beyond what I'm telling you. Tell them this. And don't spend more than 1 minute telling them. Pick the phone. Tell them, this man, good morning. This is quick. I want to tell you something. I have some incredible news for you. Would you like to know it now or you want to know it next year? Anybody that you call, you tell the person, I have good news for you. Would you like to know it now or next 2 weeks? The person will tell you, I want to know it now. The moment the person says that, he also is to bring the person to the Zoom. Tell the person, I want you to see it by joining this Zoom, and you will thank me. Your job is done. You will never spend more than a minute. You see, a day, you can even spend 30 minutes of your 24 hours to do this. And I guarantee you, a year from now, you will earn more than your salary. Even if you're earning 20,000 Ghana cedis a month, I promise you, you will, if you do what I just said, you will earn more than 20,000 cedis a month. You see, within a year of myself, starting days, within a year, I was making over 50,000. And so I understand the principles of how to generate income because everyone is using this device. Okay. Now, when they come here, we will educate them for you. And the first thing is that the company will be paying you all of these incomes. Depending on how you work, these incomes are paid to you every month. But income number one is paid to you immediately when Kofi becomes part of GovBank. When Kofi becomes part of our organization, you get this immediately. Immediately. Now, how does it work? So he will pay for the service. Remember, it's a service like Dropbox or Google Drive. Just that it's a cheap service. It's a valuable service. Once he pays for it, automatically he gets on board. The company pays you $50 per person. So imagine that every day you connect 10 people here. And every day you get one person to come on board. And I'm just talking about income number one. No, I'm not even talking about the rest, just income number one. We have 1 to 7. I'm just on income number one. The moment the first person decides to get it, you get $50. The next day, you get another $50. The next day, you get another $50. If you get these $50 for 30 days, at the end of the month, you have $1,500 every month. That is approximately 23,000 cedis. Is that good income? Most professors don't make that. Most doctors don't make that. So that should give you the idea. Again, wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it's a secret. See, ladies and gentlemen, vision is who you are now by virtue of what you see. What is coming next year is great if you see this as great. Sometimes, for all you know, God is giving you this as a key to opening the door for your next couple of years. Because for me, when I took this seriously, it's changing everything. Everything. That's income number one. The next kind of income you get is known as cycle. Okay, I cannot give all the details here, but remember that these are all monthly. Cycle, you're going to earn, depending on how you work, of course, and the level you are, you're going to be earning between $20 and $200,000. Okay. Cycle 2, yeah, going to earn between $50 and $500,000, depending on how you work. Generational income is another income you can make 2%, 2.5% of the income of everyone, even including people you don't know. The company will pay you. So let's say that you have sponsored only 2 people, but I have sponsored 200 people. You will be paid on 202 people. It's called a system of leverage. Leverage. You get dynamic compression income. It's crazy. You get cycle match income. Okay. Cycle match income is crazy. It's crazy. You are paid up to a certain, but you see, as you can see on the level here, okay, some of the incomes, you get them depending on the level you are. So if you look at cycle match is an income that will be given to you only if you are Sapphire and above. Ladies and gentlemen, Sapphire is simply someone who has 50 people working with him directly. 50 people working with him directly. Now, how do you get 50 people? It's simple. Get 10 people yourself. And then I will teach each of your 10 people to get 5. And that is 50 people. Now, I will teach your 10 on how to do that. I will teach you how to get a 10. It's up to you. And again, this is not by force. This is something, if you want, do this. Because a year from now, this might be the one that will be generating your residual benefit for you. Okay. Currently here, I'm a double diamond here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a double diamond, okay? Look at that. Do this. Your family will thank you. One day in retrospect, if you look back, your family will thank you. Do this. Do this. The moment you feel you are being forced, don't do it. Do it with love because it will reward you. Tell you, it will reward you. How much do you start with? I told you that you pay for the service, which is $99.97. But if you are part of the project, you add $20 for the whole year. So that becomes $120. So for 365 days, the only amount you pay for that whole year is $119.97. Let me tell you, there are people in the system who are doing very well. They are coming. Okay. For example, I have about 7 people who are coming on board tomorrow. If you are able to come on board today, you leverage on those people, even though you don't know them. When I say you leverage on them, what I mean is that whatever they do, the company pays you simply because you came today before they came tomorrow. $120. It's cheap. It's cheap because you're getting the entire service, you're getting the collaboration, you're getting the email system, and in addition, you are making income. I also pay this amount. Over the period of 1 year, 7 months, I have made over, how much? Over 80 times. Ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, because I want to show you some evidence of some things. You will also get your own personalized link, a special link that you can give to somebody. And that link will automatically be used in your social media handle to attract people for you. So you are not even going to possibly attract people. The system, the AI system, would connect with your Facebook and attract people to you directly. You will have your own landing page. You will get an email system free to use. You have tools, videos, periodicals, documents. You use all of this. This online presentation, this PowerPoint, once you are a member, you can request for this PowerPoint. I'll give it to you. You will get mentorship. And I'm telling you, the kind of learning you will learn here. In fact, even before we start, you can see that you are learning something. For example, our understanding of income is wrong. Our programming is wrong. See, the first 7 years of your life, you have been programmed. I'm telling you, you've been programmed. You've been programmed. There's a portion of your brain called cerebrum. There's a portion of your brain called cerebellum. And in between is the medulla oblongata. Ladies and gentlemen, over the years, we have been brainwashed by the knowledge that we were brought up by our parents. I'll give you an example. Suppose the daughter, the baby grandchild of Bill Gates is born somewhere in, say, Nima. And someone in Nima is born somewhere in, say, Los Angeles. And some knowledge is put into the brain of those two people. Give them 18 years. That Bill Gates child, born in here in Choco, being educated by a certain group of parents in Choco, that person will have a mental reprogramming of his brain. The way you think, the way you behave, the way you conduct yourself is as a result of the way you have been programmed. The first 7 years of your life, you are in a state of theta state, not the delta state, the theta state. The first 12 years of your life, you have been programmed to think the way you think. I'm telling you, okay, the day I got to know about this, I was shocked. As a man thinkers, so he is. That is why many people sometimes, it doesn't matter how much they fight, they are fighting. Many people are fighting this year. People have fought, and nothing is working. They are hoping that next year will be better. They have even decided that next year will be better, but their programming is wrong. They have to eradicate and reprogram your entire mental gymnastics. Poverty is multidimensional, ladies and gentlemen. Poverty is not even about money. No. It's not about money. It's mental. You see, when a person is poor mentally, the person is poor physically. The way he cleans himself is not good. He's poor health-wise. He doesn't really take care of good food. He eats anyhow. It's not because that food is expensive. The good food are in the villages. They are not expensive. He doesn't eat well. That person doesn't dress well. That person takes everything for granted. That person, even the way he even serves God is not even proper. Sometimes he can be duped by his pastor because his mental gymnastics is wrong. The way he thinks is wrong. So the pastor can dupe him. Knowledge is limited. Lack of that knowledge, that person is perishing. Poverty is multidimensional. It is health-wise, it's fun, and his pocket is also dry. But let's take someone who is rich mentally, wealthy mentally. Because he's mentally rich with knowledge, that person takes care of his health. He exercises. So if you check most of the people that you think are wealthy, they also exercise because they know that exercise is part of their deal. It's part of the entire periphery of the human mind. The way he thinks, he reads books. The wealthy mind, they read a lot of books. You just watch. Not because they don't have time or anything. They read books because they improve their mental cortex. They exercise, they eat well. They don't eat like that. No, they eat. Okay, they take vegetable, they take this one, they make a balanced diet. A little of each. It's not that expensive. It's not about money. Wealth is multidimensional. Poverty is also multidimensional. Until what you know becomes what you do, you don't know anything. Until what you do benefits you and someone else, what you do is useless. The evidence of knowledge is result. You will learn mentorship. There are 188 topics you will get here in Gobaka. It will change your entire mental gymnastics. You will learn things that will completely somersault your brain. And you will look at the world in a different perspective than, see, the day I got to know that wealth is from God, scripturally, 27 scriptures proving that, I got to know why most Christians are broke. Because they have been programmed to stay away from income, when in fact, inside them, they want the income. Even when Genesis 2, verse 11, God has put gold in the Garden of Eden. You will learn, you develop yourself, you become more, then you can do more. You will do more, ladies and gentlemen, you will do more, you do things you can't even understand. Then you will have more. Be, do, have. Be, do, have. You'll get that here. We teach you that. Provided you are willing, humble, coachable, teachable, you will become expert in your area of learning. Okay? If you're a lawyer, you become a wonderful lawyer. People will not even understand. If you're a professor, you become a wonderful professor. If you are a market woman, you become a super market woman. If you become a doctor, you become market. If you become an engineer, if you're a teacher, you will become excellent in that thing you already are. Because knowledge expands. Knowledge is unlimited. Everything else is limited. Knowledge is infinite. Everything else is finite. And that is what you will learn here. Even that alone is not equal to that $120 that you will pay. The kind of knowledge you will learn here, you will not get it in Harvard Business School or Lincoln Business School. There are over 300 millionaires who will teach you how to think. How you think will determine how everything else reacts. We have a service. a service everyone needs. We have a project anyone can afford. You are about to enter a time of your life that if anything will work great for you, it's because you have designed it. If you don't have a goal, don't pray tonight thinking that God will bless. Let me tell you, God doesn't bless anybody. I want to repeat. God doesn't bless you. And I can prove that in the scriptures to you. God only blesses what you do. Please listen. God never blesses you. He blesses what you do. He never blesses you. You see, the undeserved kindness of God is scattered. Whether you serve him or you don't serve him, God has already blessed everyone. Everyone. That John 3:16, God loved not Christians. God loved the world. He loved the world. And who is the world? The cosmos. The world is made up of atheists, agnostics, Muslims, Buddhists. Everyone is loved by God. That is why when God is reigning, he doesn't reign in the house of a Christian and leaves a pagan. No. So get it. God doesn't bless anybody. He has already blessed everybody. But what God blesses is what you do. So if you are doing what is great, God will bless it. So first of all, you got to do something for him to bless it. So what are you doing? If you do nothing, he has nothing to bless. If you do nothing, he has nothing to bless. If you do something, he has something to bless. If you do plenty, he has plenty to bless. And if you check the records, you see Joseph. God was never blessing Joseph. Joseph was in a prison. He was sold. He went to the house of Potiphar as a cheap guy. But whatever Potiphar was touching was blessed. Everything Joseph was touching was working well. But he himself was like a slave. He was in the prison. In the prison, he was struggling. But whatever he was saying was working. So they made him the champion of the prison. Because you must have something for him to bless it. So imagine you do abundant thing. What do you think God will do? He will bless that. But if you do nothing, that is why even those who don't believe in God seems to do well. You know why? Because you are doing big things. Because you were created in the image of a creator whose creativity in his creation is creative. You are an image, just like imagination. Imagination comes from the word image. So you have power because God has power. So he has given you power. God is happy. So you got to be happy because you are a reflection of him. He is you. You are him. Everyone is in God's image. So now is the time to back up your digital life, ladies and gentlemen. Now is the time to make some income. If you think now is not the time, then let's wait till 2030. But do you think 2030 is the best time or is now? The word poor is an acronym. It stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. The reason why many don't take action is because they are afraid. I'm telling you. You see, right now, as I'm talking, somebody is saying in the head, what? It's not true. See, the human mind is the most unexplained continent in the universe. Fear. It means false evidence appearing real to you. Fear kills. Doubt kills. If you are afraid of taking chances, you will never even give birth to a child. Because on the day of delivery, the child can die, the woman can die, and yet women are giving birth by heart. Got to take chances. Got to take chances. The chances you take, the people you meet, the faith you have, that's what is going to define you. Who you are is just your nature. What you are becoming is your manifestation. So tell yourself, I'm going to do this. Whatever happens should happen. I don't care. I will do it. When I started this, some people were laughing at me. Today, they are telling me that, how did I know? It's wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to see the obvious, even when it's a secret. So you're about to make a decision. The word decide ends with the word side, like suicide, homicide, genocide, insecticides, pesticide. These words carry the idea of death. 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 Whether you decide to do this or you decide not to do this, it's a decision. The consequences of that decision will not be clear today. A year from now, we'll see the consequence. Let's get it started. You struggled too much. You suffered too much. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your moment. This is a time you got to tell yourself, I will until. I will not wait for God to show his scratcher powers in my life. He has already shown his scratcher powers in my life. I will do it. Whatever happens should happen. I will do it. I will do it and I will do it well. I will learn. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you this. It's going to be tough. Mm-hmm. It's going to be tough. When you start this thing, some will not believe you. Some will insult you. Some will reject you. Okay, I'm a professor. Sometimes some people that are below me in levels, they know they are below me, but because of this, they will say things. It's normal. Don't be too proud. It's normal. Come on, Jesus was insulted, spat on. He was slapped. He was killed naked. Don't put too much importance on yourself. You are nothing. You can die. You are dust. So do not let what people say affect you. It will pass and go by you. You will come out clean on the other side. You will be chest out. You will be bold. When they see your glory, they will come. So do not let people will tell you things. But remember that you have to pass through a Red Sea before you can get to a promised land. You got to go through the desert before you can get to your promised land. Nothing good comes cheap. In order to build a tall building, you need a deep foundation. Storms are necessary. Bring the storm. Bring the hurricanes. Bring the typhoons. Bring the earthquake. Bring every negativity. We are strong. Be so positive that negative people don't even want to get closer to you. Stay strong, because the last chapter of your life has not been written yet. Let me show you something. Okay, I'm not going to go into the system. If I say I'm reading this thing, we'll not get time. Okay, so let me go and show you the system, how it basically works. This will normally take 5 minutes. Okay, and then we are done, and then you can ask your questions. So when you log in. Okay, this is my system here. Okay, and you log in, you will get all of this. These are the top achievers in December. The company is dashing so much, this December for some people. This is achievers. I just wanted to see something regarding those who are doing very well in the God Backup. You will see that some of them are Africans, some of them are Europeans, some of them are Americans. Okay, doesn't matter. Everyone, doesn't matter your race. These are the top 500 people in the world. Okay? So when you look down here, you will see in this list the top 500. The number 500 person is known as Fejo. Okay, and then you go up, you keep going up, you keep going up. You will see that in the top 500 people in the world, some are Americans, Canadians are there, Italians are there, okay, Japanese are there, Chinese are there, Ghanaians are there, Ghanaians are there, Ghanaians are there, okay, Nigerians are there, Italians are there, okay. People from all walks of life, they are there, okay. And you will see that it doesn't matter where you are, who you are. Everyone can be part of the global factor. We are talking about 148 countries, don't forget, okay? The flag will tell you the country. The flag will I just want to show you the top 20 people. And then you'll be amazed at the top 20 people. You see, the number 24 is a Ghanaian, Dr. Joanna Jumayamboa, okay? Number 16 is a Ghanaian, okay? Okay, you have Canadians there, Kristen Jingra. You have Americans there. Okay, you have people from all walks of life. They are there. Okay, you have Dr. Dorothy Hansen, a Ghanaian. Angela is in Ireland. Okay, Solomon, a Ghanaian. Okay, these guys are all Americans. They are there, and I'm also there, number 3 in the world. I'm just telling you that you were created to be part of the greats. Your fingerprint is different from anybody's fingerprint in the world. Your deoxyribonucleic acid, your DNA is different. What makes you think that you were created in the image of Satan and somebody was created in the image of God? Everyone was made in the image of God. Now, let me show you something. If you want to get the software, you go to Digital Tools, click on God Backup, and choose Use This Tool. Okay? The moment you choose Use This Tool, it will bring you here. And you can scroll down and download the app here. So this is an app. Okay? You have the MacBook version. There's a video that will show you. You have the Windows version also here. If you want it on your phone, you can quickly go to Apple Store. The video is there. Or go to Google Play. The video is there. And you can just download it easily. Once you download onto your phone and your laptop, oh, by the way, you can put it on as many devices as possible. Now, once you have it, come down here, up here, and then click on auto login. So this is auto login. Click on auto login, boom. The moment you click on auto login, you will see something will open. Okay, it is going to open your entire system, everything you have on your computer. So my computer has been cloned. Okay, everything here in the computer has been cloned. You have it there. Then you can click collaborate. Look on the left there. You can click here, collaborate and share. The moment you click on collaborate and share, everything you have backed up automatically will appear here. So these are the things I have backed up in my system. Everything, pictures, videos, documents, files, and files. In fact, everything you have it all here. You have it all here. Each one of them, you have it there. That is a beauty. Okay? And it takes a lot of space, and you still have a lot of the space. Now, if you click on any one of them, you can do some great things with them. I'm just going to open a Word document to tell you the power of the collaboration. Okay, so this is my document. I'm opening a document for you. And then you will see, this is a Word document. And please know that even if you don't have Word on your computer, this thing is free for you. Word, PowerPoint, so many things. Okay? You can have all of those things in there. So this is a document, okay? All right. Now, suppose I want to show something here, guys, okay? And it will amaze you. Suppose I have this document. I can share this document with somebody. Suppose I want to share this document with somebody, okay? I can share the document with somebody, and there's an easy way to share it. When I open the document, the person will see it here. If the person is making changes, I will see it. I will see it here. If the person is there, I will see the person thing. You see, my name is here on the top right here, Dr. Koe, that is here. If the person is also seeing the document, he will see, and I will see his name. And let me show you something beautiful here. This message, I can type it. So I'm just going to enter and type something for you to see. Okay, I'm going to type, but instead of typing, I want to talk. Okay, and the system will automatically type everything for me. So suppose I want to talk. So let's see. Hello, my dear friends. I hope you are all doing very well in the last days of this year. So that is something. Did I say start? It looks like I didn't click start. Let me say start. Oh, hello, my dear friends. I hope you are all doing very well at the start of the year or at the beginning of the year. That's it. It just typed that here. That's what it just typed. Okay. All that I said, you can see it here. They have been typed there. Now watch it. So it says, hello, my dear friends. I hope you're all doing very well at the start of the year or at the beginning of the year. I just spoke and typed. Now, suppose this message, I want to turn it into a different language. There are so many languages that you can turn this to. Okay. On the left here, you can do the translation. Now, the translation here is Gan. And you can see that it has written the Gan here. It says, Minabo, Minanane, Japa, Mi here, no kamo, Jiake, Inyefen, Yamishin, Joban, okay, whatever it is the language. But suppose I don't know how to read Gan, okay, so don't worry much. I can read a bit of Gan, but I don't know how to understand. So let me take Chi. Suppose I want to convert this message to Chi, okay. So I take this message and then I convert it to Chi. So you just do that and click Chi. Now it is in Chi language. Hello, menamfonom, adofo. Miwanida sosa munyina area ye pa ewa feno fitiase ana afeno fitiase ana afeno fitiase. Okay. That's at the start of the year or at the beginning of the year. Okay. So I just use at the start or at the beginning, and it just wrote that. So whatever language, you can quickly convert it to a different language. Suppose you want to use Chinese Mandarin, any Ukrainian, okay, Tibetan language, Somalian language, any language, ladies and gentlemen, you can have everything here. Okay, but there's more collaboration. Suppose I want to chat with a guy who is having access to this. Oh, by the way, if you are doing a research, you can do Mendeleev, okay, referencing. You can do thesaurus for dictionary. You can do Zotero, that will do complete referencing for you. You can draw things that you want to draw. You can insert YouTube easily from here. and have everything in YouTube right here in the middle here. Okay? And you can protect it. Okay? You can click protection, you can protect the document, and you can encrypt the document. You can collaborate. You can click chat here and then chat with the person who is also looking at the document. Suppose you say, you type, how are you? Okay, suppose I type, how are you? And click send here. The person will see that send and my name, and he can also do the same thing. And we can co-edit the document at the same time. It is crazy. You don't have this thing in other places. Then you can also do what is known as referencing, okay, table of content, anything you want to do, layout, you can do that, okay. Let me tell you some other great things you can see. There are so many, I can't even have time for it. If you click on save, okay, or you want to print it out, okay, you can print this document very, very nicely in whichever format that you want to print it for. But I want to show you something. If I click on Office here, oh, no, not this one. Okay. If I click on, it looks like it has opened a different document for me now. So there's another different document. I didn't want it to open this, but it's opening a different document. But the key point is that there are so many things you can edit, you can add, you can collaborate, all of these things at the same time. Go Backup is not just a cloud storage department. It is a collaboration of everything aside the income that you are making there. And you can also see incomes, okay? Sometimes when I show my income, people get scared, so I'm not allowed to show it anymore, okay? But I tell you, okay, in under 1 and 8 months, I have made more than every month, more than 3 times my salary, okay? So that is significant, more than 3 months, 3 times my income. So it is something you want to have a look at it. Like I said, if you should spend 30 minutes a day on this thing and do the real activities that I told you, 30 minutes a day, I promise you, a year now, you will make more than your salary, full stop. That is what I'm telling you. You just have to know what goes into that 30 minutes. What exactly will you do within that 30 minutes? And you will benefit significantly. Ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, I'm going to just check some of the questions that people have written to see whether there are some. This is a time you might want to repeat the question you put there, okay? That will help significantly. Oh, my man, there are so many questions, so many comments, okay? You will get a recording of this if you want the recording of this, okay? You will get it. Don't worry at all. Don't worry. I want to pause something and then. Today is an opportunity to build your life, okay? Never, ever joke with Go Backup. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not kidding you. Let me tell you, as long as people have this machine, it's only a matter of time. They will come and do this. They will hear about this. It's only a matter of time. That's how Facebook started. That's how Facebook started. Facebook started like this. Why do you think Mark Zuckerberg went ahead to buy Instagram and WhatsApp after Facebook? Why do you think? It's a technological advancement. Today, you see how much he's making? Why do you think Elon Musk, even though he has Tesla, SpaceX, why did he go and buy Twitter and change it to X? It's a technology, man. Technology is the fastest growing industry in the world. People will come and use this. As long as people are using the mobile phone, you just watch. It's only a matter of time. There is an insider information in the cloud story. If I reveal it, I can even be arrested. So I'll not reveal it. But I'm telling you, it will drive people to come and use this. Do this. Don't play with it. It can change so many things. Okay? And remember, you will also learn as you are part of this Go Backup. So someone is asking a question. Okay? With where I work, I'm an evangelist Go Backup, but I send the Zoom link and people won't join. If they don't join, it means you don't have the value. If you send the link to people and they are not joining, you don't have value. First of all, why would you even send them a link when they have not promised they will join? No, you can't do that. Seek their consent. Are you sure you're going to come? Yes. Okay, I will send you the link 5 minutes to the time. But remember, the time is 12 o'clock. And when it is 12 o'clock, I'll send you the link. Or better still, do this. Why don't you tell me when it is 5 minutes to time, then I'll send you the link. You want to know whether the person is serious. If they promise you, let them contact you. Don't chase them. Let them contact you for the link. Don't force anybody who is not ready Okay, go to the next person and the next person and the next person, because beginning, you see, these people don't see much value in you yet. That's the reason. Okay, so what you want to do is that prove them. So the guy is asking, does the subscription cover Microsoft Office suite? It has even more than that. It has more than Office suite. It has collaborative Office. It has YouTube embedded. It has encryption and protection. It has PDFs. It has photo editing, video editing, all into one. It has everything. Okay, so don't worry at all. And sometimes for those of you who are trying to invite people, sometimes you may have to let a leader guide you in the invitation process so you learn. Because sometimes you will do the invitation wrongly because it's a gateway. And if you are doing it wrongly, it will also backfire wrongly.
Not bringing people on board, or in case you are not using it or it's not effective.
Accounts being dormant in what sense, please?
I mean, maybe the business or the cloud account. If you are not using it, how long does it take? Is it
It is for a year. Every time you get it, you are using it for a year. You renew it the next year. You renew it the next year.
Okay.
So if the next year you don't renew, you are giving multiple emails to renew for 2 months. After that, the account, your data is just sent to a place, it's closed. And then your files you already have, it is dumped somewhere, and you are given the link to go and then take what you have already backed up.
Okay. So if that happens and you renew it later, does that mean you can just continue from where you have stopped?
You pay for what you have lost. If you do it later, then it means that you pay for what you have lost because you are using the thing, you stop, okay? But unless you do it fresh, a completely new one, you register for a new system, that's okay. But if you want to use the old one, then you have to continue.
Okay.
Because remember, after the end, you were given the chance to renew, you didn't renew, and then your items were already removed. So it's like you're no longer there in the system, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
When you come back, you're not coming to continue what was cancelled.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. So I think my last two questions. So with the issue of sustainability, and you agree with me that iCloud is kind of very secure and kind of complicated sort of thing. So the cut backup, what does they have any arrangement in terms of when iCloud is seeing some sort of competitiveness in terms of the cloud? They will find it difficult to put a restriction where you cannot use it on iCloud or iOS. Let me put it that.
You cannot do that. According to the rules of the system, you cannot prevent someone from using an app on the before this thing. I'm sure you could remember that I showed you the system. You remember that on your screen. Let me just quickly go back here on the screen. You see the screen? I'm not sure. Yeah. Do you see I have 28% written here?
Yes.
Okay. When I go down, you see iOS here. Apple is here, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, before Apple will allow them this, they entered into a memorandum of understanding. For multiple years, this is going to happen. So Apple can no longer come back and say that will not allow you to use our Apple to do your cloud service. No, they can't do that because there's a memorandum of understanding before it even appears here.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's fine. I think I'm moving on. Thank you very much.
Most welcome. Most welcome. All right. Any other question, please? Any other question? Ladies and gentlemen, any other question? So I want to tell everyone, ladies and gentlemen, I am part of the board of directors, and I'm telling you, Go Backup is a wonderful organization. I will stick my neck to it because I'm not just a board member. I've used it, and I'm also a teacher in this area. This is what I do: artificial intelligence and cloud computing and robotic engineering. And I'm telling you, this is about to shake the house. That's why it's gone into 148 countries. This is changing the minds of several people. Have confidence, have belief. And there are 4 kinds of belief you should have. Have belief in yourself. That's key. Because when your belief is shaky, people's belief will be shaky in you. You see, people don't join God Backup. They join you. They join you. You're not joining God Backup. People will follow you. They will not follow God Backup. So it's very important to have belief in you. Second, have belief in the leadership. You cannot run this project on your own. You need a leadership, and the leadership are there. So you got to be humble, willing, teachable, coachable, hungry. That's it. Number 3, have belief in the service. The service of God Backup is unique. It's unique. It's top level. Have belief in it. And have belief in the project. The income generating project is rewarding. Have belief in it. 4 kinds of belief. And when you have that, you will do
Backup.
This is a famous line. What?
I'm hearing about God Backup. God
Right,
Backup.
okay.
Yes, yes, and I'm excited about it. But I want you to throw some more light on the, how do you call it, business side of it, like how you make money. So when you subscribe for how do you call it, to use the cloud, is that the time you start making some money? I didn't get that clear, please.
Okay, so you earn money when you have been able to invite someone for us to talk to the person, or you have spoken to the person yourself because you have learned. And when the person has also started by purchasing his own God Backup, the immediate time the person purchases, the moment the person presses purchase in the system, and the person make that purchase using a credit card or debit card or Visa card, once the person clicks purchase, the system will automatically send your income to you. That is the first income. That is immediate income, which is known as a customer acquisition bonus. And that is $50 when the person makes that purchase of $120 if the person wants the yearly pack. Okay. Now, the other incomes you get is paid at the end of the month. Those ones are not immediate. They are at the end of the month because you are earning income from the collective effort of several people. What those several people have done, including those you don't know what they've done, plus what you have done, combined, you are paid specific kinds of income. Income number 2 all the way to income number 7. And this is collated at the end of the month and it is paid to you. So the first time you get paid is not because you have registered, because when you go and register with Dropbox or Google Drive and pay for it, you don't get paid. When you register for Netflix, you don't get paid. Unless you do some work, but they are not allowing you to do any work. What Go Backup is doing is that it is allowing you to now invite people to come and have a look. So you have advertised for them. But we are saying here that you shouldn't do that advertisement, but rather bring the people to us here to educate them for you, because you have not learned enough to be able to do the education. So bring the person to us. At the time when you have learned enough, like I have learned, you can now educate the person yourself. It is when the person is fully educated and becomes part by purchasing, that is when you get started getting paid. Please, have I answered your question? And the payments are good income.
Yes, you have. So when you are able to bring someone, he listens and make the decision to purchase.
Correct.
What it means is that they will be filling a form.
They will fill an online form,
and as part of that form, probably they will acknowledge that it was through you that
you will see your name there. They will see your name there before they click purchase.
Okay. Thank you so much.
The link they will click already has your name in it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Most welcome. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, belief is very key. Okay? The problem with a lot of people in this world is because they think everything is fake. They think everything is not real. And many people are not growing. They are not doing well because to them, everything is not well. And that is why they continuously struggle. Have belief. Have belief. Have confidence in this thing. Do not let someone context your orthodoxy. Don't let anybody challenge you. Be proud of what you have. Take what you have seriously. Do it with a serious mind because this will help you to back up your digital life. This will help you to make some very good income to yourself. This will help you in 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 helping your family. This will help you in so many ways. You got to make a decision for yourself. Don't make a decision for others. Don't think about what others will say because that will limit you because you have more in you than you can think about. But people can make you feel like you have nothing and you will agree with them when you have a lot to offer. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure having all